Just the Kiki, shut the fuck animal up.
Animal
I
Kingdom.
just want to see the animals.
Africa.
Look at that giant tree. Dad, look at that giant tree. Look at that giant tree.
Handle.
It has a tiger face.
Laying down along the rock structure to your left is a black rhino. That animal can weigh around 3,000 pounds, but they can also reach a top charging speed of about 35 miles an hour. It's a lot of weight, moving very quickly, that you never really want to be in front of. There are 5 different species of rhinos found throughout the world. Unfortunately, 3 of those 5 are on the endangered species list. The black rhino is one of them. There's estimated to be fewer than about 3,000 of them to be left. The main reason for all rhino population decline is due to one thing, and it's due to poaching for those horns of theirs. That's because there are some cultures that believe rhino horn as an ingredient can solve anything from the flu to cancer. But it is a very big medical misconception. It's not made out of anything magical or mystical. It's made out of keratin, the exact same thing that's found in your hair and even your nails. So you could say there's a lot of keratin just on this truck alone. So it's going to take a lot of conservation, but also education to make sure rhinos are of hippos, like a float, but with a V.
Hippos.
Now, hippos are mostly nocturnal animals, so that means they are going to be slightly more active at nighttime. During the day, they really just like to hang out in the river, so where they have protection from the heat and the sun. And they can hold their breath for about 5 to 8 minutes at a time, so in case you can't see their heads at the surface, that would be why. And on the island in the center, those are pink-backed pelicans. They do get their name because their backs, but also underneath their wings, around their eyes, even around those adorable little feet. Those are all areas of their body that have that pink hue. And it is going to be a little more prominent, typically during the mating season. They are some of the smallest species of pelican, but they still have a pretty impressive wingspan. It's about 8 or 9 feet across. In case you need an idea of what that looks like, just look up above your heads, the canopy that sits over the truck that's about 9 feet, so pretty impressive for a tiny pelican. Now, we just crossed over into dangerous waters because those are Nile crocodiles on our left. These animals can grow up to 16 feet in length, and they weigh about 500 pounds. The longest one on record was 19 feet long. That is a very large animal, and they have very powerful jaws that will easily take down anything larger than them. That includes zebras, wildebeest, basically anything that gets too close to the riverbank tends to be fair game. You might have noticed some interesting coloration on some of those Nile crocodiles. Twice a year they get checked. Kind of following us around here on your right. They're usually just as interested in you guys as you are in them. I know giraffes look kind of funny with those very long necks of theirs, but in a way that long neck is something that you do share in common. We all have 7 vertebrae in our neck, even these giraffe. Theirs might be the size of a basketball, but you do have the exact same number. And these tiny antelope, they really rock that solo life.
Yeah.
Occasionally they'll hang out in small groups of other males, though. It's called the bachelor group. 2 generation. Now, especially since it's kind of warm already, you'll notice elephants flapping their ears a lot like those ones are demonstrating beautifully for you. As they flap those ears, it pushes air over the blood vessels that sit right behind their ears, and that can bring their body temperature down by about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So a pretty great way for them to cool off on those warmer days. Looks like around the watering hole. Oh, we found even more zebras down this way, but also some greater flamingos. And you guys might see some on the island there that look a little on the gray side. Those are young flamingos that were born back in June and July right here on this reserve. And when they're born, they are born gray and really fluffy. They only start to develop that pink color on their feathers when they start to eat a primary diet of brine shrimp. Brine shrimp contain a very special ingredient called beta carotene. That's what gives them that beautiful pink color. And those are heart.
Almost there. Damn. Oh my gosh, he's big.
Prides of lions are typically made up majorly of those females, those lionesses. So be on the lookout for those as well too. They can be made up of as many as 15 females and 1 male. And we're holding right now. You guys might be able to catch a glimpse. There's a white rhino that's pretty much right in front of the truck that's just up ahead of us here. And I mentioned earlier about those African wild dogs. They're successful about 80% of the time. Compare that to lions. They're only successful about 30%. He's coming down off the rocks right there. So you'll hopefully see him come through that opening.
He's like, watch.
All right, it looks like we're also going to get a really up-close look at some. Use him as the model, so he might look a little familiar to you.
You had it turned out to the side. Can't. It's a white rhino.
As we kind of make our way around these white rhinos, pay attention to those ears of theirs because they can move them independently of one another. One can be facing forward, one facing back. Gives you an idea what they might be trying to listen to at that particular moment. They can hear pretty much 360 degrees around them.
Lola. He's sitting right here in front of us. There you go.
You guys are doing an amazing job of being nice and quiet. We really appreciate that because rhinos can charge at 35 miles an hour when startled or agitated, and that's definitely not the up-close animal experience you want to be a part of. But that was pretty amazing back there, guys. Great job. And if you keep up with any other Disney animal news...
I didn't see any blue ones.
Oh, look at that pretty yellow one. These little guys. See the black one? Look at these ones. Like birds, bro. Come here, buddy.
He's got stuff to make a nest. Get ready to make a nest.
We're trying to get a birdie to land on our fingers. Oh, there's a little guy. Look at, he's so cute. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. I think they're trained not to land on us. That's cool. Got a wedgie? Oh, fish! What the? A lot of fish in there.
Oh my god. Dude, look at that big bird nest right there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Pterodactyl right there.
And look. Yeah, that tiny one. Yeah.
Look at all these fish.
Look at all these.
Did the birds ever come down and grab a fish?
We have a couple of birds that eat the fish in here, but they will stay in the water to catch them.
Yeah, they are. We'll wait for it.
Hey guys. The couple in this. He said that there's a couple birds that will eat those fish. Man. No big one.
Are there any hippos in there? No.
There's a hippo over here, Kent.
Yeah, there's that one. This is a male, the very first party.
See how the bigger one's on the bottom? Okay. You see the hippo bottom right here?
It's not the hippo.
That is the hippo.
Yeah.
There's his eyes right there, sticking out of the water.
He's sleeping right
Yeah, it
there.
looks like you in the bathtub underneath.
No, that's a statue.
No, it's a what?
It's not a statue, it's a hippo.
It's a hippo. It is real. It's like you stand there and look right there. It looks like the head's on the water, but then
That's water. That's water, man. Oh, little baby. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Remember when Dude was that big? He looked just like you when you were little, Dude.
Aw.
That's you, that's like me.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
She.
Look, he has a birthmark on his foot. Hi, buddy. Here we go. Here we go, tiger.
That's bigger than my cub.
It is. He's right there. Yes, girl. Come here, Ken. There. He's looking right at you. Thinking lunch. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Mount Everest, baby.
Everest.
Whoa!